Hello, y'all. It is Molinda Jae, and welcome back to my channel. So, I'm here to talk about the backlash of what has been going on with Halle Bailey in regards to her role with being Ariel in the live remake of The Little Mermaid. So, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going ahead and share my screen for a bit. We'll do desktop view share. So it says, according to Forbes magazine, Forbes.com, Disney's Little Mermaid Backlash has received insane hype. Okay. Disney's latest live action remake, The Little Mermaid, has been engulfed with controversy ever since the casting of singer Halle Bailey was announced. Halle Bailey, excuse me. While Disney taped remakes always receive criticism from nostalgic fans, rightfully so, because we want to keep it the same. This time, the backlash is transparently racist, with all the negativity aimed at the casting of a non-white actress to play the mermaid. The film's trailer has been flooded with 1.5 million dislikes from angry fans, despite YouTube removing the dislike counter, which that was very confusing, because how in the world that people were still able to see how many dislikes on the video when that's supposed to be removed. But however, the numbers are still available through an extension. So that's one of the reasons why someone was able to figure out how many dislikes was on the video, is using an extension that you're able to see how many views you got, how many likes, how many dislikes you got, and so forth and so on. Basically, the analytics of the video. Okay, so in the comment sections have been exploded with absurd talking points defending the sanctity of the original Danish story, which Disney's original animated adaptation sanitized almost beyond recognition. One of the comments says, well, the original mermaid is a queer man's self-insertion character longing to be able to be in a relationship with another man, and at the end the mermaid dies. You don't care about the original maid. Another comment says people are mad that the Little Mermaid is black. The lady who is also a fish who lives under the sea, whose best friend is a talking crab. And then of course there's other comments in regards to a discourse peaked. The discourse had peaked. In other words, that the outrage, or it really went left when Twitter terminated an online user that used an AI, artificial intelligence, to paint over Bailey's face with a white red-headed, and assured anxious fans that he would correct the full movie upon release. Okay. So while toxic fandom has been an issue for several years now, one has to wonder, how on earth did we get here? That's what I want to know. How in the world did we get here? What is going on? And also, it just seems like the communication on all levels is just like down. It is all falling down. And how do we get to a point where thousands of grown men are furious about a movie made for 8-year-old girls of all the cultural backgrounds to fight against this war? Why choose Disney damp, lifeless remakes? To a certain degree, I do agree that Disney and a lot of other platforms need to dedicate more time into creating original content and not always having to remake other movies. But sometimes, when it's done right, a remake can still be successful at the same time. Hence, I'm looking forward to going and watching this movie, because of the fact that the representation matters. Like, the mermaid this time for this remake is black, and she has locks in her hair. And of course, representation is everything. And it's nice to see, and it's comforting to see little girls and little boys are able to see people play characters, especially if they can relate to the character just by the skin color, just by the hair color, just by the texture of the hair, so forth and so on. So what I gathered for just a snippet in regards to some remakes, I'm gonna look into my phone here, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so I can get big on y'all. Okay, so far, according to Pop Sugar, from The Jungle Book to The Little Mermaid, here are all the Disney live action remakes. So we have Pinocchio to The Little Mermaid. We have The Jungle Book that came out in 2006. We have The Lion King that came out in 2019, which also used a lot of CGI. So the movie can still have its accuracy in the story. The newest film in the lineup is Pinocchio that is coming September 8th. So I'm assuming that just recently came out. In 2023, the fans will see Halle Bailey as Ariel in the Little Mermaid. Also, they can expect a new take on Peter Pan and Wendy soon with Peter Pan. There's also Snow White and Hercules in the works. Both are pretty far along in production process. However, it's churning for it to be a live remake. Disney also has bevied of projects in development. Reproduction include the Aristocats and Lilo and Stitch. And so far as like the official list of Disney live action movies that have experienced remakes, whether they're successful or not, there's Jungle Book, 101 Dalmatians, 102 Dalmatians, The Alice in Wonderland, Maleficent, Cinderella. Can I say how many times Cinderella has been remade? I got a list for you on that one. Also the Jungle Book again, 2016, Alice through the Looking Glass, which I'm pretty sure that is associated with Alice in the Wonderland. Beauty and the Beast, 2017, I got one for that one. Christopher Robin, 2018, Dumbo, 2019, Aladdin, 2019, The Lion King, 2019, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, 2019, Lady in the Trap, 2019, Mulan, 2020, Cruella, 2021, which is a spinoff from 101 Dalmatians. Pacino is 2022. The Little Mermaid will be 2023. And as stated before, there's Peter Pan and Wendy, Snow White, Hercules, Hunchback, Tink, The Sword and the Stone, Robin Hood, Bambi, The Aristocrats, and Lilo and Stitch. All of them are going to be announced, but those are the ones that's about to be they're churning. So be on the lookout for those remakes in the next coming years. And also, I also because this is my second time recording this, y'all. I also peeped game that Keke Palmer wants to play a Disney character if that makes a live action movie film. Okay, so in other words, she is manifesting a role with playing a certain Disney princess. And Keke Palmer, as stated in the Pop Sugar article, her eyes are set on playing Rapunzel in a hypothetical live action film about the practice. It is not in the works. However, she is manifesting to be one of the Disney princesses in the role. And far as like the hairstyle that she would like to play with Rapunzel, well, she said, I want Keke Palmer. Well, in the article, it says this time, Keke Palmer is manifesting her dream role as a bit more casual amid the conversation around Halle Bailey's casting as the live action Ariel in The Little Mermaid. One of Palmer's fans tweeted, I want Keke Palmer to play live action Rapunzel with 100-foot box braids. And you know what? I'm here for that. I would definitely watch Rapunzel and Keke Palmer being Rapunzel with 100-foot box braids. I would definitely watch that. So comment down below if you are feeling that with Keke Palmer playing Rapunzel with 100-foot locks. Okay, do you know how long it would take and how legendary the locks, I mean the braids will be on Keke Palmer? Oh my gosh. I'm getting excited for her. Now, far as the list of remakes based off Disney princesses, let me start off on the list of Disney princesses from what I've gathered. So first we got Ariel, we got Jasmine, we got Aurora with the Maleficent movie. Jasmine is from Aladdin. We got Tiana, who became the first Black princess with Princess and the Frog. We have Rapunzel. We have Belle from Beauty and the Beast. We have Merida, which comes from the movie Brave. I believe the descendant or the ethnicity / nationality with that one is Scottish, the Scottish princess, if I'm not mistaken. We have Mulan, which is the Asian descent for the princesses. We also have Cinderella, Snow White, and Pocahontas. Now, far as Ariel, yes, Halle Bailey is the first Black princess. The first Black person to do a adaptation of a character classic, which is coming out in May of 2023. Now for Cinderella is by far the #1 princess movie that has the most remakes of all time, with different people in all shades and colors. First of the starters is Leslie Ann Warren from 1965. We also have Brandy in 1997 film, and Brandy was Black, is Black, and she was and Whitney Houston played the fairy godmother on that one. We also have Hilary Duff that played Cinderella in 2004. We had Camila Cabello, which is the recent Cinderella movie in 2021, and she's a Latina descent. We also had Billy Porter, if I'm not mistaken, that played the fairy godmother for the live action Broadway, if I'm not mistaken, with Cinderella. We also had Drew Barrymore in 1998 that played a like a spin-off version of Cinderella with Ever After. And we also had Sophia Carson in 2016 that played Cinderella as well in a movie. Now, again, Cinderella is a classic princess just as much as Ariel. So why the pushback? Help me help you. Make it make sense for me. Because Cinderella has by far had the most remakes of all time, with different shades of different shades of color, ethnicities, background, and so much more. And here y'all are acting a fool with Ariel. Ariel's character being a Black woman. Just let us have this time. Let us have this, because the Black girls are very excited to see this movie. Not to mention, Toni Braxton was the first Black woman to be the Belle princess in Beauty and the Beast for Broadway. And also Susan Egan was the first person on stage when it comes to the adaptation of the classic of Beauty and the Beast in 1994. So please help me help y'all. Help me help us each other together on what is the problem. What is the issue? Please help me out. Can we all just get along at this point? She does not deserve, Halle Bailey does not deserve this backlash. She was chosen for a reason, and from my understanding, she has played her part and done her duty, her due diligence on this role. Okay, so the least that we can do as a collective is give her a chance at best, And if you don't like it, that's fine. That is very fine. You are entitled to your choice and your opinion. Nobody is forcing it upon you. We're just at a point where people would like to have a little bit more representation. And I'm pretty sure if the shoe was on the other foot, you would want the same for not only for yourself, but also for your kids that's growing up as well. It's very important that kids are seeing characters that look like them, because it gives them hope, and it gives them some sense of comfort that, oh my gosh, like a character looks just like me and I'm able to relate to that character. um isn't that's all about nowadays? It should be anyways, the authenticity, and to be relatable at some point, so we can be able to connect with each other and also communicate effectively with each other. So with that being said, to conclude this, she really doesn't deserve all this backlash. Of course, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but most most of all, can we just, turn that hate into love and gratitude and self-compassion for one another? Because that seems to be a little, we're able, well, a lot of people are able to feed off or send off negative energy than positive energy, and it seems like it's more work to do the positive than the negative. So can we all just treat each other the way we want to be treated? Because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would want to, you would probably have the same feelings as Halle Bailey is experiencing right now. Luckily, she is a very beautiful young lady that is able to hold her ground and to hold her composure. But again, this is like a whole nother level to cyberbullying at its full capacity. And we just really need to spread love to one another and focus your hateful attention on things that matter the most, which really affects your standard of living, which is your house, your car, your bare necessities, food, shelter, water. We got other crises that's going on that really needs to be redirected of misguided anger. Please, we need to shape our anger to a whole nother area instead of this movie, because it's going to stay regardless if we like it or not. So we need to take that energy of spewing that backlash and spew it on the ones who are not doing what is best for us when it comes to our well-being. We do have the choice on that end on how we can get people in and out of office, whether we like it or not. Okay, so enough of my rambling. I hope you all liked the video. Thank you all for tuning in to this video. I thought I'd just give my little 2 cents in regards to what has the big debacle of backlash that is happening with this movie in regards to Halle Bailey. Sending loving, healing energy to Halle Bailey as well, and her journey through whatever talents and craft that she's tapping into at this time. I remember seeing her on Daddy's Girls with her and her sister. They did play on Daddy's Girls with the Tyler Perry movie back in the day, way back in the day, before we even knew about them singing at this capacity, which they both have beautiful voices. Oh my gosh. But anyways, let me go ahead and conclude this video because it's already getting long with it anyway. But be sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Please leave a comment down below of your thoughts and opinions, especially in regards to Keke Palmer manifesting her role into becoming Keke Palmer with 100-foot box braids. That'll be legendary. Okay. Let me know on that end. And always continue to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.